Ron never
Damn, he
asked
should
to
have.
be traded.
They weren't gonna let that shit happen. If Katie would have went to fucking Miami.
Yeah. If KD went to Miami, bro, I'm ripping all my. I'm ripping posters off. I'm punching holes in the wall. I'm just saying, KD goes to Miami, bro. I'm doing a full remodel because I'm tearing shit up in this house. You can bet on that shit. What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. This is another episode of PPPD Pigskin Posse Podcast. As always, with Tim and Ryan. I'm Tim, and that's Ryan with the fucking Lakers shit on, of course. What's going on with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. I'm chilling. Just got off work, so there's that.
Hey, I gotta go work both of them tomorrow myself, so I know, brother. Trust me, I know. You ain't in the what's that, Michael J? You are not alone. I am here with you. We are here to stay.
Yeah, your ass is inquiring shit. I forgot.
Yeah, so I got it. I still got it a little bit. Years of yelling at the TV and shit. I done ruined my voice. So
what the fuck?
Yelling at them damn Steelers.
Oof, gonna do a lot of that this year.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope we have a much better year than last year because I can't take another year of what I've been seeing the past couple years, and I'm gonna leave it at that. First and foremost, man, before we talk anything, gotta pay homage and say rest in peace to Ryan Mallett, former NFL QB. If you watch college football like you say you do, that name rings bells. I mean, the man was a monster. His 3,500 plus passing yards, 25 plus TDs last 2 years at Arkansas. So it's very unfortunate what happened. And, just want to say prayers go out to the family, man.
Amen.
Moving on to the one of the biggest, sporting news that's happened in the last couple of weeks. Number one pick, highly touted, incoming rookie Victor Wembanyama from I don't know where exactly he's from. Isn't he from France or something?
Yeah, I think France.
Yeah, so highly touted rookie, Victor Wembanyama coming out of France. What do you make of this pick? And going to San Antonio, what do you make of this pick? And how do you see his career panning out?
Well, the coach of the Pop is still. I know he's no longer coaching there anymore. He retired this season, but the coach of the Pop is still. He'll be able to hone in on his skills and develop further as a player. He said 7'6" though. It's just like I don't know how your body holds up, especially with the style of play how he plays.
Yeah,
I don't know how his body will hold up to the grueling 82 game schedule and then the additional however many games if you make the playoffs. But sky's the limit. He has tremendous talent. He plays just like Kevin Durant. If you have not watched his highlights, I advise you to do so. That he's the truth. He has all the athletic abilities you would want your player to have. Just I don't know if his body's gonna stand up to the grueling up and down the court and all that shit. He need to get in the weight room. It's a lot of things he needs to do for October gets here.
Sam, I definitely agree. I mean, bro, this is the NBA. You playing against grown-ass men. And not to mention you in the West. And everybody knows it's a completely different style of basketball out there. Like, bro, you got to see Jokic. You got to see Cat. You got to see AD, 3-4 times a year. So he's not going to have it easy out there in the West. And I mean, now, as far as like a developmental, from a developmental standpoint, I don't think he could have went to a better situation. I mean, San Antonio's been very great at, developing big men. There's not a whole lot to do out there, so he won't really have the off the court distractions as he would in maybe like a Houston, a la James Harden and the strip clubs. But you know that, yeah, we that makes for a completely different conversation. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Like you said before, he's like a taller Kevin Durant with handles. He can shoot. It's just I hope he can stay healthy. Honestly, he reminds me of another Kristaps Porzingis, which we're gonna get to him later on in the episode. But he reminds me a lot. He reminds me a lot of him. I hope he can stay healthy, and I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't lose his confidence. I mean, you're gonna run into some rookie struggles. I don't agree with them like giving him trying to compare his hype to that of what Bron was, because I don't care what anybody says. Like, there was no bigger hype. I think Bron had like the biggest hype train coming into the NBA.
I mean, they were saying he's gonna be the next fucking Jordan.
Yeah.
But being compared to Kevin Durant, he's no excuse me. Yeah, he's no slouch either. So
no.
I mean, at 7'6", he's pulling up on anybody. And I mean, like, you gotta really be able to jump out the gym and block his shot. So his wingspan is like 2 F-150s or something?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So, hey, I don't know personally, but I'm gonna be watching Spurs basketball. I haven't watched Spurs basketball in years, except when they play us. It's the only time I watch the Spurs.
Somebody said that too. It's like, ain't that funny how ain't it funny how that worked out? Like, nobody's cared or talked about the Spurs in the last like 5 years, and they just so happen to get the #1 pick. And then Victor Wembanyama is supposed to be the biggest name coming into the NBA this year. So that it's kind of crazy how that worked out. But I mean, I'm glad he ended up in a spot like San Antonio. I think Tim Duncan, David Robinson, then he got Tony Parker from France down there. It'll be good for him. I think it's gonna be good for him.
Yep. And is Tim Duncan still an assistant coach there?
I know he's still. I don't know about assistant coach, but I know he still has a lot of ties in that organization. Like, I know he still comes in and talks to the young, the guys that's there, the young guys and stuff like that. So. Man, I don't know, man. I mean, sky's the limit. Like I said, I think my biggest thing with him is just being able to stay healthy and putting on some muscle. Because like I said, you playing against grown ass men. No, this ain't the B League, not the G League, but this ain't the B League no more.
Yep.
If I'm him, I'm playing every fucking summer league game.
He has to.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. But excited. We'll see what happens. In other big news, there's been some crazy trades going on. First big trade we had. I've been so excited to get to this particular trade. The Phoenix Suns make a trade for Bradley Beal. They send Chris Paul, Landry Shamet. And they got I think it's 4 future first round pick swaps and multiples. No, I don't know how. I just know it's multiple pick swaps and multiple second round picks to Washington for Bradley Beal, John Goodwin, and Isaiah Todd. What do you make of this trade? And like, how do you see Bradley Beal fitting in with this team?
Well, I mean, the first person that came to mind was Ayton. It's like, where does he fit in? Because KD needs the ball. Book is going to be back playing point again. And then now you bring along a true 2-guard with Bradley Beal.
Right.
He's going to need some shots. So where does Ayton get his shots? I mean, when they're on the court, it's going to be kind of similar to how this season was, or the second half of the season was.
Right.
Where they in the game where they're ahead, and then they go to the bench, and then they bench gives
sucks
up the
ass.
lead. Right. So it's like I don't. To be honest with you, bro, I don't see them being a contender. I mean, I see them being middle of the pack, maybe 4 or 5, but I don't have them like. I don't have them like seriously contending for a title. Now they have the time right now. The time is now to build that chemistry. The time is right now. They need to be locked in somewhere in the gym on the island somewhere where they just hooping and fucking bad bitches when they get done hooping, and that would be great. But I just don't see how Aiden. I don't think Aiden's going to be able to mesh well with them. Now, if he comes off the bench, that might be something, but he's not, and you still need to start in center. So he might have a bigger role. Let's say KD and Book is on the bench, and then it's Beal or it's him and KD or him and Book, something like that. But all 3 of them on the court, no, you just rebounding, blocking shots, bro.
Same, I can agree. I mean, I don't agree with them not being a contender. I mean, I think with Beal, this makes them even more of a contender. But I agree with what you said. I mean, you have 3 ball dominant guys. I mean, KD doesn't have a whole lot of pride. I mean, we've seen that with the Golden State team. We saw that a little bit last year. He's a plug and play player. Like you put him in, he knows he's gonna get his buckets. He knows he's gonna get his shots up anywhere. So I don't really think he's gonna be really barking for playing time, for getting touches, getting the ball, and being able to get shots up. But my biggest issue is you now have, you got Bradley Beal, you got Devin Booker. Both of these guys play the same position and they're the same type of player. So I think eventually, I think somewhere down the road, egos are probably gonna get in the way. You know what I mean? Like that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Because I mean, Bradley Beal's he's a very ball dominant player, but he's also played for, I'm not gonna say a historically bad team, because Washington did have some good years when he was there. So he's had to be the guy the last couple years. So is he gonna be okay with taking a step back to Booker? I think that's the biggest question. Now, Ayton, on the other hand, I think there's still rumblings of him being traded. I think if he's not traded by the beginning of the season, I don't think he's there mid-season. I really don't. By All-Star break, I don't think Ayton is a member is going to be a member of the Phoenix Suns again. I really don't.
That's fair.
That's my take.
Sure, I'll take him.
I'm sure you would. Allow Brian to go back to playing the 3, take some of the pressure off AD. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Y'all don't have the draft capital to get him though.
No, because we've given up everything. I don't think we'll have a first round pick to like 29.
Yep, 2029. Because that was the biggest issue this year with going after Buddy Hield, and they wanted both of them first round picks. But no, I mean, this whole Bradley Beal thing, I think this is gonna be just like, I think it's gonna end up being like the Nets 2.0 outside of the off the court shit. That's what I think it's going to end up being like.
I don't really feel like that because Book is not selfish.
No.
KD is not selfish. For the most part, Bradley Beal don't mind passing the ball. I mean, Kyle Kuzma did average it. Like 20 and 10 or something last year. So he had somebody else out there shooting the ball. It wasn't just him. But it is going to be different to see him, in a lot of respects, play the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, but each night's going to be a different closer.
Yep.
So the problem is the adjustment. Book can adjust to it. He's been doing that with Chris Paul last 2 years.
Right.
KD can do it because he's done it with Russ and Kyrie and Steph and Clay and all them. Can Beal do it? I mean, I guess to a degree you would say, yeah, with John Wall, but John Wall was really a fucking ball hog back then.
Yeah, but John Wall, he was a ball hog, but he wasn't a scorer. He was more of a facilitator. He could score when he needed to, but he wasn't like hey, I need the ball. Like, I need to be getting up 20, 25, 30 shots a game. So it's just going to be interesting to see how, you have 3 guys that play the same way. When you put all 3 of them together, it's gonna be interesting. That's all I gotta say. Just at some point, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't even like the Phoenix Suns, so I really don't give a shit. But
I don't like them.
I know you don't like them. Neither one of them. I'm just saying that just from as a fan of the game, I don't know. They'll make it work. They'll figure out, but I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not here saying that they're gonna win a championship or nothing like that, but they're gonna make the playoffs.
I mean, even though I agree with you saying Aiden being gone, I still think the best shot for this team winning a championship is having Aiden on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, okay, if you're trading for Aiden, let's be real, it's not a lot of scoring bigs, okay?
No.
Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, I guess you could say Porzingis,
Cat.
Speaking of Cat, this motherfucker said, this motherfucker said that what they did last year when they made the play in was more impressive than what Miami did this year.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
This is the best. I'm sorry, New York Knicks. That 99, that was a lockout year, so you only had 55 games. So with the playoffs, you might have played around 70-something games, but you did go all the way to the finals. But what Miami did, because they lost.
Yeah.
They lost the first play-in game.
Mm-hmm.
So then they had to win the second one. They really was good.
And they was damn near out of the Miami damn near got them Chicago damn near got them out of there.
Yeah, that game was extremely close to like the last 8 minutes.
Right.
So then you go and beat number 1 seed or number 2 seed Milwaukee. Y'all was number 1, I think.
Yeah, I knew it was number 2.
Then you go beat number 1 seed. Who was Miami?
Miami was.
I mean, not Miami. Philly. No, Philly lost to y'all.
Philly was, I think, the 3 seed. I want to say, yeah, Philly was a 3 seed.
They played Atlanta.
Yep.
Or whatever. And then you go beat the
no.
Seed.
We had Atlanta. Philly had. Who the hell did they have the first? Toronto. Philly had Toronto.
Who did Miami have in the second round?
In the second round, damn, who did they have? The Knicks. My second round, Miami had the Knicks.
Then you beat a surprisingly decently good Knicks team. Mm-hmm. I don't know how. I just don't like the Knicks. That's why
I think none of us do. The Knicks are like the Cowboys of the fucking NBA.
No. I mean, maybe when they had Melo. Maybe when they had Melo. That's the only time I ever got drawn into that Knicks bullshit, when they had Melo.
Because that was the last fucking time they was good.
Yeah. And then you go beat the 2 seed Boston Celtics, and then you go 5 games. It could have made it to 6 games, but gentleman sweep. But like, shit, they've been playing their finals mode like we did for most of the second half of the season. So fuck Cat Williams for what he's talking about.
He said
fuck Phoenix as well, because y'all got 3 motherfuckers to go out there and get you 30, and you're still not gonna win a title. You heard it here first, motherfucker.
Still not gonna. Your bench is still gonna be ass. Just saying.
You traded away
everybody for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, like you shouldn't have gave up Malik Brown.
No. Or they should have kept. Personally, I think they should have kept what's his name? Bridges. Mikal.
That's what I'm talking. I don't know what I'm talking about. Malik Brown. Mikal, you gave away your best bench role player. Yeah. Then you gave away your probably second best role player in Shamet in that stupid ass trade. You got rid of your veteran leadership with Chris Paul and shit. Yeah. I mean, like, if Chris was healthy, would it have made a difference? I don't know. Because KD looked like he couldn't buy a fucking shot. He didn't look the same. That's my biggest fear too. That's my biggest fear is KD is just like one day them injuries gonna catch up to him and then he's gonna start playing like shit. for the rest of his career.
That's something else I wanted to ask you too. So with them getting Bradley Beal, this makes, whether you like it or not, this makes Phoenix another super team. Do you think this is another like hit on KD's legacy? Because I mean, you gotta think now. He's played with the Warriors were a super team. When he went to Brooklyn, when it was just him and Kyrie, it was okay. But then he goes and gets James Harden. Well, that wasn't, James asked to be traded there, so that wasn't really on KD. But because that shit failed, then he said, well, I want to go to Miami or Phoenix. It's like, y'all can say what the hell y'all want about Bron, but Bron never asked to be traded.
They weren't going to let that shit happen. If KD would have went to fucking Miami.
Yeah. If KD went to Miami, bro, I'm ripping I'm ripping posters off. I'm punching holes in the wall. I'm just saying, KD goes to Miami, bro. I'm doing a full remodel because I'm tearing shit up in this house. You can bet on that shit. To hell with KD and to hell with Phoenix. That's how I feel.
To answer your question though, no, because if his toe was behind the line, I don't think that Phoenix team was fucking with
no, hell no. If KD toe not on the line or he makes that shot in overtime, they're winning the NBA champ. They win in the finals because Phoenix wasn't gonna be able to do nothing with that team.
Yeah, bro. So that's why I say no, because I don't consider Bradley Beal, and this is no shot. St. Louis, stand up, shout out. Hey, yeah. This is no shot to Bradley. I just think if I'm gonna have an opportunity to go make some money to change my life, change my family's life forever, I'm gonna take it. But I feel like he took the money and he was just more so concerned with just getting 30 instead of winning ball games. So I consider him a star. Because when's the last time he's made the All-Star game? 2 years ago?
Yeah, 21. He made it last year.
Right. So he's
2 years ago. 2 years, because that was the year Russ was there.
Okay, so that's a level of inconsistency on that part. But shit, what they want him to do? Average 45? Yeah. But no, I don't consider. No, to answer your question, no, because I don't consider Bradley Beal a superstar.
I think he's still a superstar. I mean, a couple years ago, he damn near won the scoring title. He just got hurt towards the end of the season, and I mean, he's giving okay. Beal's let's not get it twisted. Bradley Beal is, he's a scorer. He's a bucket. The man, bro, the man is career 37% from the 3-point line. He ain't shot from the 3-point line. He ain't shot outside of that year he got hurt. He hasn't shot below like 340, below 350 from the 3-point line. No, he's a he's a bucket. He just hasn't been getting a lot of attention because, of course, Washington ain't doing well and they're not a very marketable team. So he can still get you some buckets, but like I said, you got 3 guys that play the same way and you're putting them on the same team. So I think eventually that's just gonna pose. It's gonna be a cause for concern. That's all I'm saying.
Not really, because going back to the point you made earlier, KD not gonna have to do it, and KD has no problem passing the ball.
Yeah,
no problem. No, when he saw Book was getting hot in that playoff game, boop, boop, boop.
Take it. Your turn or my turn? It's your turn. It's been your turn. Take this motherfucker, man.
It was like, what the fuck you passing to me for? Shoot that shit, nigga.
I tell you, man, this trade and a couple rest of these trades, it already got me excited for basketball season. But moving on to the next trade, which we got to piggyback off of the Chris Paul getting traded. So, and I called this. We talked about this in the previous episode. Golden State trades Jordan Poole and a 2030 first round pick to the Wizards for Chris Paul. What do you make of this trade?
Steph.
Yeah.
Steph.
Yep.
No, nigga, you ain't getting a chance to do that shit. Nigga, you was balling last year. What the fuck happened? We paid your ass. You turned to a fucking nigger. You turned to a fuck. You've always been. No, but yeah, that's Steph. So if you ask me. And then the shit Draymond is pulling with Chris Paul, him and me, it's like, bro, really? Like both y'all old and injury prone. We need kind of both of y'all to, you know what I'm saying? Like if we do this right, like y'all will use enough energy. Well, hopefully neither one of y'all gets hurt for too long. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that stuff, get the fuck out.
Right. Now, I mean, do you think this is? I mean, you think this is gonna help or hurt Jordan Poole? Him going to Washington?
It could destroy him, and it could not. He could get mad. He might play this mad next year. He might just be mad. I'm mad. I'm upset. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, me personally, I think he gonna go out probably average 30.
I think so too.
I mean, I mean, he might end up replacing Bradley Beal what he was doing.
So, like a younger Bradley Beal. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but we'll have to see it. I mean, he'll be the man. He will be the man. It'll be his team.
Now, what do you make of Chris Paul going to Golden State?
I don't.
I don't really know what the fuck to make of it.
I'm like 8 years ago, this might would have been something. Like I just knew Chris Paul goes to the Lakers. I'm like in 2010, 2011. I mean, that would have been really great.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris Paul would have had a fucking 3-4 rings by now. I don't know, but I don't really see what he can do. He's proven to you that hamstring is going to give and he's going to miss time when you need him the most. He's proven it. He did it. It's happened in Houston. It happened he was in LA, and it happened he was in Phoenix.
True. As far as the Jordan Poole situation goes, I mean, I called it. I kind of saw what was going on in the season. He was becoming a distract. Now, I'm not necessarily saying a distraction, but he was just becoming too much to handle. Like, bro, we understand what happened between you and Draymond. Draymond is trying to look past it. He's trying to work shit out. You like fuck Draymond and fuck this team. So I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. And I think it got to a point where he got pissed off because he wasn't getting the looks and he wasn't getting the shots that he was getting the season before. They, Golden State saw that. Steph saw that, was like, okay, get his ass out of here. Like I'm not dealing with this shit.
Bam. The nigga got knocked the fuck out, bro. Like, yeah, bro, like, was fucked up. Somebody leaked that shit, bro. So they got paid a bad, at least 6 figures. They got paid a bad to drop that video, bro.
Man,
Fuck
media
that. I
ran
want
with that shit.
$250,000 plus the Lambo. Fuck you.
I want one of them cars that you offer Gilbert Arenas. You gotta give me one.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna get at least one. But no, I mean, like I said, we called this. I did. I saw this coming, but I think personally, Jordan Poole going to a team like Washington, I think this is good for him because now he can get the shots that he wants. Like you think you the score, you think you this, you think you that. Now you're in a situation where you can get up 25, 30 shots a game, and you can try to go be the player that you think you are. As far as the Chris Paul, him coming to the Warriors, if you'd have maybe like 2, 3, I mean, I know you saying like 7, 8 years ago, but if you'd have asked me this 2, 3 years ago, okay, yeah, I can work with this. I can see some, I can do something with this. But what I'm making of this is they're pretty much bringing Chris Paul in as like a leadership replacement for Draymond, because I don't think Draymond's coming back. I don't.
No, that he has. I mean, look, I don't know where he's at mentally because them shipping off Poole should let him know, okay, nigga, you're our guy.
Right.
We riding with you, even though Poole can get hot, drop 45, and you can't. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what he's tripping on. I guess that Houston series. Oh, then them years on the Clippers when they couldn't beat them, when they was trying to come up. Remember back when they all was learning how to win with Mark Jackson.
Right.
I don't want him.
That was gonna be my next question too. That was gonna be my bro. How would you feel about that? Now, hold on. That's now. I'm gonna ask you this. How would you feel if he did come to the Lakers? Like, how would you feel about that?
I know him and Brian is boys. Him and AD dap each other up before and after every game they play, so I guess they cool too. But we saw the last time AD and LeBron brought a nigga in they was cool with. And,
I thought hey bro, somebody make a donation so we can send Ron to therapy because he had a tough year in the last couple years dealing with that. We dealing with Russ.
Hey, bro, the fact that we made it to the third round and now this sounds better, and we got swept by the defending champions. Okay, I mean, us. Hey, look, bro. I did not have us making the playoffs. I was out in the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I did catch like the last 20 games though of the season though. When we got D'Lo, I'm like, oh, that's what kind of like when LeBron got hurt. It was kind of the best thing that happened in the season when we made them trade.
Yeah,
because it gave us an opportunity to learn how to play with, together and shit. Right. And then, you know what I'm saying? We started playing winning basketball. We was the best defensive team in the league. So us making the playoffs was great. I just don't with everything we've given up to get AD, to get Russ, to get other acquisitions
pieces. Yeah.
So I don't really see what's gonna get us over the hump. And then fucking Bradley Beal went to the Suns. Okay, well, still got to worry about the Clippers. Oh, okay. Still Denver's still there. Oh, okay.
Hey, it's still quite a few. It's still quite a few good free agents out there. So don't give up hope just yet, bro.
Then now it's the 7-6 motherfucker that we might have to worry about. So it's just real great being a fucking Lakers fan right now. So it's so fun. I wish I was an Eastern Conference fan right now. I guess.
Speaking of the Eastern Conference, we're gonna go ahead and talk about my team. Which let me calm down my excitement because I really don't. I know a lot of people have been asking, a lot of people have been wondering. I really don't know what the fuck to make of this trade, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. So Boston, Memphis, and Washington did a 3-way trade. We trade Marcus Smart, which I'm pissed about that. I would have rather us traded Derek White or Brogdon. I do like that we kept Brogdon. I do like that we kept, but I would have rather us trade Derek White or somebody. Take Peyton Pritchard. Hell, get him the fuck out of here. But yeah, the Marcus Smart, the Marcus Smart thing, I hated this. I hate this. But Boston trades Marcus Smart to Memphis and Daniil Gallinari and Mike Muscala. We shipped them off to Washington. But this is why I will applaud Brad Stevens. Like, the man's a mastermind. We get back Kristaps Porzingis and 2 first-round picks. I don't know how the fuck we did that. But yeah, we get back Mike Muscala and Kristaps Porzingis. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna talk.
Who'd y'all give up?
We gave up Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis. I can live with that. But getting them 2 first-round picks back, that's big. Because
he in Memphis now.
Who's that?
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, it was a 3-way trade.
Oh.
Yeah, so we did a 3-way trade with Memphis and Washington. Memphis also they send Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones from Memphis goes to Washington. We ship off Daniil Gallinari and Mike Muscala, which neither one. Daniil Gallinari didn't even play last year. But yeah, we shipped them off. They go to Memphis. No, they go to Washington. Marcus Smart goes to Memphis. We get Kristaps Porzingis. Now, I'm going to go first. So Kristaps Porzingis is definitely he's a true center. He is a center. I'm not going to say a true center, but if he can give me any of what he gave me last season, I can live with that. But I don't bring that Dallas bullshit up here. You keep that Dallas bullshit where the fuck it was. You stood your big ass outside of the 3-point line, and all you did was shoot 3-pointers. You wasn't trying to get on the block. You wasn't trying to reap. You wasn't trying to do shit. So you leave that shit down there in Dallas. We need We got to see Embiid 3-4 times a year. We got to see Bam 3-4 times a year. We need you to be a fucking center and stay healthy, please. Please stay healthy. I'm not trying to deal with the same heartbreak and tragedy that the New York Knicks dealt with. So please, when you come to TD Garden, everything that you did in Dallas, Washington, and New York, you leave that shit at the door, please. Please. But oh man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I like Porzingis. I do. I like Porzingis, and I hope this pans out. Just rebound and kick the ball out to Tatum and Brown, please. but I know how you feel about my team. Give me your unbiased opinion of this trade.
I'm sorry, bro. Like when I first heard it, I was like, so y'all got 3 injury-prone motherfuckers in the same position? One of them old as fuck. Okay. One of them then had 2 knee surgeries before he turned 25. All right, and then Porzingis, all the injuries he fucking suffered. I'm just surprised he's still playing. I'm surprised somebody traded for him.
Yeah. Well, he had a pretty decent. He actually had a real good season last year in Washington, and I think a lot of that credits to Washington not being the team that anybody was paying attention to. So
hold on. Okay, so they had Kyle Kuzma, Porzingis, Bradley Beal. I'm missing somebody, and that was a bad team.
Coaching and structure. They ain't got no coaching. They don't have a great coach. They ain't got no structure up there. That's why, I mean, I do commend Washington for getting, Bradley Beal up out of there and giving him a chance, to go compete for, a title. But yeah, Washington's been, and their structure has been all fucked up the last few years.
I'm just thinking I was like, damn, Brad is gonna be just be up there in Washington. That's what I was thinking this year. He's gonna be up there. Forget we got another nigga from St. Louis balling, but he's in purgatory in Washington. So that's big. Fuck Phoenix, man. That new owner's too aggressive. I wouldn't have cut Chris Paul, but I'd figure out a way to get Bradley Beal there.
Yeah. As far as the Porzingis trade goes, going back to us having Rob and Horford, I think that's the whole reason they brought him in, was to take, Horford, I think is 38, 39. He can't play the minutes like he used to. And then of course, like you said, Rob is very, I don't know if them knees gonna hold up, for another 10 years. So I'm hoping they can for his sake, but I definitely think that's why, they brought Porzingis in to try to, give us some depth at the center position and, to take some of the weight off Horford and Rob. So I do like it in that aspect. He's definitely going to be a starter. I think now we're going to go with a big lineup. That's also something else I wanted to talk to you about. With Jokic, I've been looking forward to talking about this. With Jokic winning, Finals MVP, the last 5 years, there's been the 3, 4, and 5. Somebody from the 3, 4, and 5 has won the MVP. Is the NBA going? Are they going back big? Are they gonna? Is the game gonna cater back to the big men now? I'm hoping so. Is it gonna cater back to the big men, and is it going back defensive?
No. And here's why. I've said this in several other episodes, but this is a further evolution of positionless basketball.
Okay.
Where we just, everybody can do everything. Everybody can shoot threes. Everybody's crazy athletic. Well, most everybody can just score at a high level. You as a big in the NBA now, you have to be able to hit threes.
Right.
Like you must, or you can't play. Which is why players like Shaq and Dwight Howard and Montrezl Harrell and JaVale McGee. Oh my God! If JaVale McGee would have played in the '90s or like early 2000s, he might be a fucking Hall of Famer.
Agreed.
But you know what I'm saying? We're out of that, back to the basket, pass out, reset. It's all face up now. So it's a different game. So to me, it's the evolution of positionless basketball. Shit, I guess we're just gonna be seeing 7-foot motherfuckers play like KD. That's probably what's gonna be in like 15 years.
I can I can see it. I definitely feel like the game. Just my opinion. I definitely feel like the game is going back big. I mean, with the way they've been promoting Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis the last couple years, and then this Wembanyama kid coming in, and then Jokic winning Finals MVP. I think the game is somewhat going away from that that small that small ball that real fast paced type of basketball. I mean, it's going. I think with what Steph Curry's done with the game and the NBA wanting high scoring games, I don't think the whole just jacking up 3-point shoot. I don't think that's gonna go away no time soon. That'll be around for a while. But I definitely think we'll start seeing teams, the refs and the NBA, that a lot of teams will start playing more defense, and we'll start seeing more more games being won in the paint as opposed to the 3-point line. That's the way I look at it. So we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. One more trade we got to talk about. So Utah Jazz trades. I think the Hawks got finessed here, but they traded the Utah Jazz trades Rudy Gay to the Hawks for John Collins. For now,
they was just tired of that nigga, bro. Get the fuck out.
Now, granted, for John Collins, I think this is good because he's going to the Jazz. He's going to a team that's nobody's really paying attention to or expecting them to do anything. Now, he also gets to play with Lauri Markkanen, who's a fucking sniper from the outside. But I mean, Rudy Gay, nobody's really talked about Rudy Gay since he left Memphis. I'm just being honest. I don't think he's a bad player, but he's not the Rudy that I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Didn't he get a ring or go? No, I'm thinking of Otto Porter. I'm sorry. I mean, shit. Rudy's been. Well, he was in purgatory with the Spurs. That's what did
it. Yeah,
that's what did it. So okay. I mean, shit. I think Rudy can still get you 20.
Yeah. They're probably they're sending him down there, I think, strictly to just rebound and play defense. Because he comes from that that grit and grind Memphis team, and then he played with Pop for a few years, and how Pop is, he preaches defense. That's how you win Pop over in San Antonio. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck to make of that trade. They was talking about trading John Collins to the Celtics for the longest, and bro, if y'all do that shit, I might not watch another Celtics game that year. I'm just being honest.
Woo, Memphis GM finna get fired. That was a good pickup though, getting Marcus Smart though.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Now you got 2 airhead motherfuckers on the team.
Hey, Marcus Smart.
1 airhead and get 2. Okay.
Yeah. Marcus Smart, I'm gonna miss you. Hey, at least Marcus Smart, he's very smart about his shit. He don't back down from nobody, so he ain't ducking no smoke.
This motherfucker went out and said, this the last time not last time. This when it was contract time. Talking about he want to get paid between $20 and $30 million a year.
To my Dylan Brooks.
No, your boy
Marcus Smart.
Then he quietly went back to Boston, getting I think like 8 or 10.
Yeah, he took a team-friendly deal because he knew they was getting ready to pay Tatum. That's what was going on.
No, he's about to be at the fucking league. He's about to be playing in Serbia or somewhere.
I don't think he's that. I don't think he's better. Dylan Brooks. I'll say that much. Transitioning over, we gonna talk what we love best: some motherfucking pig skin. The brown ball with 2 white lines and the laces. You know what I'm saying? The gridiron.
Excellent.
This week's topic is the NFC North. For those of y'all that's not familiar with the NFC North, that is the Vikings, the Lions, the Packers, and the Bears. First up, we have the Minnesota Vikings. Last year went 13-4. This team was overhyped as fuck. I mean, they're one of the very few teams I've known that had for them to be 13-4. I don't know how the hell you give up more points than you score. Just saying. They scored 424 points last year. and they gave up 427. They had one of the league's worst defenses. But some key departures, obviously. They fired defensive coordinator Ed Donatel, which we all saw that coming. Eric Kendricks leaves in free agency. They trade Adam Thielen to the Panthers. Cornerback Cam Dancer leaves. They release Dalvin Cook, and they don't re-sign Pat Peterson. Some key additions. They went and get a defensive coordinator, Brian. They went and signed Brian Flores as defensive coordinator, which he was defensively, he was pretty good at Miami. With the Dolphins, they signed linebacker Marcus Davenport, signed cornerback Byron Murphy. They extend Alexander Madison. They bring back Harrison Smith. They signed Joejuan Williams, bring in linebacker Troy Reeder, and of course they get their big additions was in the draft. They replaced Adam Thielen with a younger talent in Jordan Addison. Now, what do you make of this Vikings team, and what are you expecting to see this year?
Nothing.
More the same.
You just, I mean, shit. You got rid of your second best playmaker offensively. I mean, you did hire a great defensive coach in Brian Flores, so he's gonna get that turned around if you got some talent on that team. Okay, we'll see. They must don't want Jefferson to stay when his contract time. Huh? they just want that nigga to leave. Okay, all right. Good job, guys.
We appreciate it.
And then what's the messed up part is they had to win a record last year, so they couldn't draft nobody.
Right.
So fuck Minnesota.
I agree. It's gonna be more this, kind of more the same what we saw last. I think defensively they'll be better. Offensively, I think they're gonna lose a lot. I definitely think this is not saying Alexander Madison isn't a good running back, but I think they're gonna lose a lot with losing Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins is gonna, he's gonna put up numbers. Nothing's gonna jump out at you, but he's gonna put up numbers. I do like the Jordan Addison addition. You got a hell of a route runner, and a deep ball threat with Jordan Addison, speedster on the outside, and of course, Justin Jefferson. You know what you're gonna get, his meat and potatoes. They got Hawkinson still, TJ Hawkinson, he's still there at tight end, but if they're gonna be anything better than what the fuck they were last year, the defense has got to be better. I definitely think bringing in Brian Flores is gonna help with that, but they can't have another season of what the fuck they had last year. I mean, the North is wide open. We don't know who the fuck is coming. Not the North.
NFC. It's a tire fire right now.
Yeah, the NFC is wide open, especially this division. The NFC North is wide open. You're talking about a division that's been ran by the Packers for the last 15 years. So we'll see.
15. You want to talk about like 35, 40?
Yes, that's. I mean, the Vikings have made. They made some appearances here and there, but really, this is the Packers division. It always has been. Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I really don't know what to make of this fucking Vikings team. So we'll see. Sky's the limit. Moving on to a team that I think is gonna make the team I think is gonna build on what they did last year. The Detroit Lions were 9-8 last year. Their biggest issue was obviously the fucking defense. The defense couldn't stop nobody, but some key departures. They lose DeAndre Swift. Of course, they make the trade with the Eagles. They lose wide receiver Quintez Cephas, and they lose safety CJ Moore. They also lose Jeff Okudah in a trade to the Falcons. Some key additions: Marvin Jones Jr. comes back. Jermaine Ifedi, he comes back, and they get Jahmyr Gibbs in the draft. What do you make of this Lions team? Like, what's do you think they'll be able to build on what they did last year, or you think they remain somewhat of the same?
They love to run them SEC running backs in the dirt. They love to do that. I feel so sorry for Gibbs. You saw what they did to my boy DeAndre.
Yeah.
Swift was so cold at Georgia. I mean, shit. I mean, this Lions team surprised you last year. I didn't see them being that decent last year. I'm not sold on golf. I think Goff is going to resort to being the Jared Goff that we're accustomed to. I don't know. He might have a new fire lit underneath him. So I don't know. I have no idea. Hmm, I'm more. I think the offense would do more. I don't know about the defense. I don't know about the defense. We'll see how the offensive line is, and we'll see how. Or, I mean, they're gonna make Gibbs the bell cow. That's what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jamison Williams, one sat out St. Louis, another St. Louis boy. He is serving a 6-game suspension for the whole NFL gambling shit. Bro, y'all see what the fuck is going on? Why do you guys why y'all continue to make these dumbass decisions? You see people getting suspended for the shit. It's like it's only stupid if I get caught, right? Whatever.
It's stupid though because everybody else can gamble off of what the fuck I do in the game, but I can't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like
I mean, I
why?
agree.
Why?
It's kind of like it's kind of like the NAL shit.
Yeah,
Somewhat.
I don't understand that shit. But my thing is, why don't you just give the money to your girl and have her do
Yeah.
it?
Personally, I feel like this. Like, I feel like as long as you're not betting on your own team, it shouldn't matter. That's how I feel. If you're not betting on your own team or like nobody from your team, it shouldn't matter. I mean, they allow y'all to play fantasy football, so how come we can't? I'm just saying,
Bro,
man.
you should be able to bet on any fucking team, bro. Like I don't this is really done to me, but I get it, it's the rule.
Yeah,
But nigga, like I should be able to bet on myself. Like, yeah.
yeah,
I just took this cortisone shot. I'm not gonna feel shit for 3 hours. Yeah, let's go.
yeah,
What the fuck? I just popped these perks. Like nigga, like ain't no there's a lot of shit these players do to go out there and play.
yeah, yeah.
So I can't bet on so basically, oh, you're already making millions of dollars, so I can't make more.
Yeah. Uh, Fuck y'all.
Hundreds of thousands, millions. Okay.
Cause y'all not getting a piece of it. That's the real issue is. We all know. But with the Lions, I expect them to have a tad bit better year. I mean, I can see them snagging maybe a wild card spot. I don't know. I don't know. I can see them building on what they did last year. I don't want to get my hopes up for this. Now last year I didn't see them being that damn good. I saw them being good. I didn't see them being that damn good. This year, I don't want to sit up here and call them a playoff team or nothing like that. I don't want to get my hopes up for this team because we don't know what the hell to expect because the Lions have been a historically bad team. So I don't know what to expect. I do expect the offense to be just as good as they were last year. Defensively, I won't expect much of an improvement. Jahmyr Gibbs will definitely be the bell cow back in that backfield. I hope Jamison Williams can come back and he did have 1 or 2 good games last year. So I'm hoping he can come back and, be the guy. Don't cut into Amon-Ra St. Brown's production. But Goff, I think he takes a little bit of a step back. Not much, but just a tad bit. Because I like what I saw last year, but my biggest issue with him, he's not one of those people. He doesn't push the ball down the field like you want him to. So we'll see with this team. Sky's the limit. I love the head coach. I love the
He's a
head coach.
motherfucker make you want to run through a wall, man.
Yes. So I do love the head coach, but yeah, sky's the limits for this team. So we'll see. Moving on to a team that they have a lot of questions coming into this. They have a lot of questions coming into the season. The Green Bay Packers, who finished last season 8-9. A lot of change. I'm not gonna say a lot of changes, but a few changes. Rich Bisaccia, who was finished out. He was the interim head coach of the Raiders a couple years ago. He comes in as an assistant head coach. Of course, key departures. They lose Aaron Rodgers in the trade to the New York Jets, as well as they lose Alan Lazard. They did key additions. They get Jonathan Owens at safety. They get one of my guys who I'm excited for him. My Michigan State guy, Jaden Reed at wide receiver. And they get this guy, Tucker Kraft at tight end. Now, what are you expecting to see from the Packers, or what is your outlook on them for this season?
I don't know. Everybody just wants to give Jordan Love this praise that like he's the next Aaron Rodgers and he's cold. Don't get me wrong. He is throwing darts out there. He's throwing lasers. but like this is gonna be his rookie season. Okay, so
Pretty much.
it's gonna be some mistakes. It's gonna be some things you don't want to see. Are you gonna be patient with it? Or are you gonna speed this shit up? Okay. Now he has the talent. I don't know about the offensive line. I don't even know who the fuck they still have offensively as in terms of wide receiver. I don't. I know they still got Aaron Jones. Ugh, I
They still got
mean,
that. They still got that rookie Christian Watson. That he went like the last like 6-7 weeks of the season. He really got it together. So he's still there. And then they bring in this guy Jaden Reed. Now, I really like this Jaden Reed out there. He was a real good in contested catch situations, and he was a good route runner in Michigan State.
that's your boy. Good
Yeah,
job.
that's my guy. That's my guy.
Good job, sir. Good job, Jalen. All right. I don't know. I'm to be honest, I'm gonna say no because I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen enough of Jordan Love play. But Aaron went down them two. What was that? The year before last, he went down them 2 games, and he was doing all right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Aaron is here. so
no, that was last year. That was last year.
Yeah, right. All of a sudden he here. Oh, okay. He said, "Hold on, goddammit, this is my team." So yeah, but I don't know what to expect. I do believe that Jordan Love is talented. I don't know if he's as other people put it, but we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna still tune in. I still like watching Green Bay football.
Yeah,
Been watching them all my whole life. So, okay,
we shall see. I'm not setting any expectations for this team. I mean, I'm hoping to see Jordan Love do well. I think it's gonna be like you said. I think this is gonna be typically his official rookie year. Even though he's not a rookie, he's been around for I think this is about his third or fourth year. But I'm expecting him. You know what? I think he's just gonna come on and sling it. I honestly, they got him that young guy. They got him 2 young guys at wide receiver. I mean, if he can be anything of what Aaron Rodgers was, I do love like the storyline that's behind it because Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years. Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. Both guys, whenever they came in, they showed flashes of success. But I need to see it on a consistent basis before I can start, having any type of faith in this Packers team. I do like, they still have the weapons around him. Aaron Jones is still there. Alex Dillon is still there. AJ Dillon is still there. I'm sorry, that's his AJ Dillon. Christian Watson on the outside, and then them bringing in this Jaden Reed guy. I think he's gonna have some guys to throw to on the offense. I think the defense is still in question. So I don't know. I don't know. I think LaFleur, I think his job might be on the line this year or next year.
Whoa!
I'm just saying
that's not fair.
That's fair. It's not fair, but that's my opinion.
That's not fair that Aaron went out there and nutted up.
It's
in
not
the playoff game.
It's not
2 years in a row at home against the Buccaneers and the 49ers.
Yeah.
Did nothing.
Yeah.
That's LaFleur's fault. LaFleur's fault.
Yeah. Just saying. I watch a lot of NFL.
That's not right.
It's not.
That's not right.
It's not, but I think there'll be some rumblings. But yeah, man. I'm expecting more. I'm gonna be honest, I'm expecting more the same from the Packers. I'm expecting them to be inconsistent. I'm not expecting them to make the playoffs. So I think this may be the year. If you're a Green Bay fan, buckle up and just enjoy and buckle up and enjoy the ride. That's all I can tell you. Because don't expect them to be all that great this year.
This might be how the NFC South was
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, this might be like that. Like, oh.
I can see it. I can see it. I can definitely see it.
Everybody sucks.
Last team, of course, was the 3-4 Chicago Bears. They didn't really lose anybody.
They was 3-14.
Yes, 3-14, and Justin Fields broke the QB rushing record. But yeah, they're
I
3
mean,
and
shit,
14.
did you see who was blocking for him?
That's true. That's true. That's true. But I got now. I do have to give it to the Bears and their new GM Ryan Poles. He did make some really good key additions in the offseason. They didn't really lose anybody, but they went out. Of course, they went out. They traded for DJ Moore. They get him from Carolina, and let's not get it twisted, bro. DJ Moore is a damn good wide receiver. Don't let the last 2 years fool y'all. DJ Moore is a really good wide receiver. They get
quarterback.
yeah, they get Robert Tonyan from the Packers at the tight end position. They get Justin Fields some protection with Andrew Billings at offensive tackle. They also get him Nate Davis at offensive line. They get him running back in Deontay Foreman. They get him. They get a nice linebacker in Tremaine Edmonds, which I was praying my Steelers was gonna get him. And they get a defensive lineman in Rasheem Green. Now, how do you see how do you see this Bears season going? Like, are you expecting them to be you expecting them to be better or more the same than what they were last year?
Okay. All right. Well, last year was sophomore year. This is junior year. I mean, damn, bro, they have got to get that offensive line corrected.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, he did make some mistakes throwing the ball, but dude, he needs some type of time. He needs some type of time. It's 2 years he's taking the beating, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what? Come on, man. This nigga ain't Superman. That
I
ain't
know.
right. That ain't right. That ain't right. I honestly don't know. To be honest with you, for what we've seen, I don't see how it gets better. I think maybe a coaching change
Yep.
might need to happen for things to turn around. But I'm a Justin Fields fan. That says a lot because I don't like Ohio State quarterbacks.
I know all too well.
So yeah. But yeah, I am rooting for Justin Fields though. So um I hope for his sake they get better. I hope.
I think they'll be better than what they were last year. I don't see them going 3 and 14 again. I see the offensive line being a little bit better. I'm not a fan of the head coach. I don't like that Eberflus, however the fuck you say his name. He was a defensive coordinator before he was a head coach. And I mean, he hasn't shown me anything in the last couple of years to convince me that, he can be one of the top head coaches in this league. But
look at when he threw Justin in to start his first ever game.
yeah, that horrible game plan. It was against the Browns. And they fucking terrorized Justin. I felt so bad for him that game. But yeah, man, I'm expecting them to be better than what they were. I still think they need more weapons at wide receiver. I mean, DJ Moore is there. They got Chase Claypool, which he had that one good rookie year against Pittsburgh and ain't been shit since. Then they got Darnell Mooney there. It's just I don't have a whole lot of hope for this. I have hope for them being better than what they were last year, but that's the extent of it. I'm not expecting them to make the playoffs, not expecting them to snag a wild card or nothing like that. But I think Justin, passing the ball, I think Justin Fields will be better. Them going out and getting Justin Fields a wide receiver shows me that they are sticking with him. I'm not expecting him to make a Jalen Hurts type jump or nothing like. I'm not expecting him to make a Jalen Hurts type jump or a Josh Allen type jump, but I am expecting him to be a lot better than he has been the last couple of years. So there's that. But yeah, man. I still think they finished last, but maybe not last. I think they finished above the Packers, but yeah, I'm not expecting a whole lot from this team. I'm not. I'm expecting them to fire the head coach at the end of the season, but that's the extent of it.
What? I mean, yeah, I'd have to agree with you as well. I don't think it's the right culture right now, right winning culture, especially when you have a potential franchise quarterback at your disposal, and this is how you develop him. You give him a defensive minded coach.
Right.
All right. Somebody in that front office needs to go as well.
Yeah. Same. All right, so we coming down to the end of the show. I did want to ask you, Ryan, before there's still a couple trade rumors out there. I would like to ask you, who are some names that you want to see moved before I think Friday teams can start, signing free agents and stuff like that. Who are some names? What are some big trades you think are still going to end up happening before the NBA season?
I don't know. I think Diggs. I think Diggs somehow ends
I'm
up in
talking
Dallas.
basketball. My bad. We transitioned back
Oh,
to basketball. My bad.
my bad.
No, you good. That was on me. That was on me.
My bad. Well, shit. For free agency, I think like the top free agents is Kuzma,
James
uh,
Harden.
James, whatever. Who else?
Kyrie.
The Lakers already came out and said, "Look, we're not fucking with that nigga."
Russ.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
But
I think Kuzma goes back to the Lakers.
I can see it. I can see it.
But I don't think he want to deal. I don't think he want to deal with that LeBron shit again. You gonna give me a role this time? I love you, Lenny.
I think the biggest question I got for you is, what do you think happens with Dame? Do you think Dame leaves? Do you think he stays? And if he leaves, what do you think he ends up?
Well, they paid him all that money. Ain't nobody taking on that contract. Fuck. Ain't nobody taking on that contract. So he just gonna have to go through the fire of developing rookies until somebody understands it. Hopefully he's not, breaking down like Chris Paul by the time they get a fucking team. That's my biggest fear for Dame.
Fair enough.
He gets a shitty ass fucking team, and then, or not shitty ass, he gets a good ass fucking team, and then it's too late, because his body has been fucking spent. But another thing with Dame, that jumper ain't falling, he disappears quickly.
Yeah, you ain't lying. And I'm trying to explain that to so many people. I mean, Dame, because Dame's a hell of a jump shooter. If that jumper is not falling, you can cut his ass off in the paint.
And then people fail to realize the nigga is only 6'2", bro. There's only so much shit you can do at 6'2" playing NBA basketball.
Yeah. Now, do you think he in the top destination has been reported is Miami? Do you think Dame ends up in Miami?
Okay, well, we got to go into what year is it in the contract?
I want to say this is his second year in that contract. I'm not 100% sure.
He ain't going nowhere. he ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. I mean, like, Miami is the type they'll pay you if you come here in free agency. I ain't never seen them trade for nobody. Did they trade for Shaq when they got Shaq?
Yeah, they did trade for Shaq.
That's the only time I ever seen Miami trade for.
Actually, let me look it up. Let me look it up because I don't want nobody come. I know you super old school Laker fans gonna be trying to come for me if I say I don't want to look it up. I don't be lying about it.
Fuck Shaq. He ruined
Shaq. They trade in 04. He got traded to Miami.
Right after we got our asses spanked by the Pistons. Yep. Remember that all too well. We got our asses spanked. We had fucking Karl Malone and Gary Payton's old asses playing on the fucking team. So we got fucking demolished.
Yeah. All right, last one before we get out of here. We end this episode. You're gonna love this one. James Harden, what you think happened with James Harden? You think he stays in Philly, or you think he goes back to Houston, or where do you think he ends up?
Look, this is what I'm gonna say. The fact that he threw out Houston as one of his teams lets me know he does not give a fuck anymore about winning. I tried for 3 years, man. This shit ain't working out, man. I can't keep on doing this. This just don't make any sense. Why me? So I'm cool. I'm really cool on James Harden because you didn't show up at all in that Boston series.
No.
Like you showed up game one and that was it. He dropped 41 on y'all. Y'all let that happen without Embiid.
Hey. We don't speak of that shit. Nah, but yeah.
Come on, man. You sent the MVP home, man. You did him like LeBron against y'all, or Michael Jordan against y'all.
It shouldn't have got the 7, God damn it. It should not have got the 7.
Well, that's because Embiid starts showing the fuck up, and Harden, and then Tobias Harris. Well, when did they get the fuck rid of him? When are they getting rid of him, bro? Because like,
if they gonna get rid of him, this is the season to do it.
Because he want to talk all this motherfucking shit. We're not gonna find too many 6'9" forwards who's shooting down there 40% from the field from 3, and who's slashing, cutting, posting up, and all this, and playing 70 games a season. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
I'll give him that part. He does play, but you ain't doing shit. You probably out of those 70 games, you probably showed up 50 of
them. Yeah.
So that's 20 games of nothing. So we're only getting
more of nothing.
Right, this is a little over half the season.
What's that? What's that? Wale, you're getting a mixtape about nothing. You're getting a James Harden NBA season mixtape about nothing. More about nothing.
The album more about nothing.
Be prepared, Houston fans.
Some bitch niggers. I mean, like, no. I mean, if I'm Houston, I wouldn't want James Harden because what kind of leadership are you gonna show us?
Yeah,
Because you played long enough in the NBA. I mean, you shouldn't know certain things, but I think James Harden just missed them strip clubs down there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if you're Houston, why would you want James back? You got a nice young team down there. You bring James down there, that is gonna. I feel like that's gonna fuck up everything y'all got going. That's just in my eyes because you got Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr. I forgot the other kid, the other guys they got down there. But all these guys are ball dominant. You bring James down there, that is going to take away. I feel like that's going to take away from their development process. So just go in a different direction. Leave his ass where the fuck he is. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, like, fuck it. I'll take him. At least I know he's gonna give me at least 20 points. 8 assists.
I mean, he is from LA, so there's that. I can kind of see that happening.
Them niggas don't want that. You know how much? Okay, bro. Playing for the Lakers is enough pressure as it is because of the demands and all that shit. But like, nigga, you from LA. Imagine being the nigga that's from LA and you don't win.
Yeah, you can't come back home.
That's why them niggas went to the Clippers.
Fuck up out of here.
That's why them niggas went to the Clippers, because just in case we never win, y'all ain't never won nothing to begin with. So,
hey, you see what's happening? They running their ass right up out of fucking Staples or Crypto. Get the fuck out of here. Go get your own goddamn stadium.
Crypto Center. I'm like, all right, okay, all right. I ain't finna be set tripping. I get it.
Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want. That is still Kobe's house. You call it whatever the fuck you want. That's still the house that Kobe built. Oh, yeah. Plain and fucking simple.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, go ahead. My bad.
They finally building their own stadium. Mm-hmm. So goodbye.
That motherfucker actually is nice. I was looking at that motherfucker's actually gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be Inglewood and next to the SoFi, I think.
Y'all need NBA. Bring a goddamn team to St. Louis, please. We have multiple places where they can play it. God damn it. They can play at the Chaffetz. They can play at fucking
they play at Enterprise, bro.
No, they're gonna play. They're gonna play Enterprise.
They play at Enterprise, but it's like, okay, if they bring an NBA team to St. Louis, they gotta bring another one somewhere else.
Yeah,
bring one back to Seattle.
They've been talking about that, bringing one back. I don't want to see an NBA team in Vegas. I don't. They got a fucking football team. They got a hockey team. All the fights go to Vegas.
It's gonna happen.
I pray to God it don't.
Gonna happen.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, Vegas, duh. So I guess St. Louis gonna be Eastern Conference team.
More than likely. That'd be dope.
I'd like it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I would make an effort to go to a lot of games.
Well, that'll be something we'd do. Just, hey, bro, what we doing tonight? Fuck it, let's go to the game. We ain't got anything else to do.
Game tonight. All right.
Go get fucked up. And then that adjust our luck. The game we go to, the motherfuckers end up winning. just our motherfucking luck. Oh, man. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this episode. Once again, man, we thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we like, share, subscribe. We appreciate all the love, appreciate all the viewers, appreciate all the comments. Just don't comment no bullshit. But as always, man, like, share, subscribe. Hit the, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. And as always, y'all stay safe and stay cool out there. It's fucking hot. It's been, please stay cool. It's been fucking hot this past summer.
It's only getting hotter too, man. It's only getting fucking hotter.
Yeah.
And this is some bullshit.
Now make sure y'all tune in it because it's about to start. We getting into the good divisions. Next week, it will be the ever so juicy AFC North. And Ryan, if you know me, I can't wait to talk about this motherfucking division. I can't wait.
Fuck the Steelers.
I'm coming on this bitch, Drake the Steelers gear next week. Just you wait. And hopefully by next week we'll have more, we'll know more about this NBA free agency shit.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. This is the fun time of year. Y'all did what?
You paid that motherfucker how much?
I hope we get somebody, man.
We shall see. We shall see. And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna get off here, get this shit edited, and get it uploaded, my brother.
All right, man. Be safe, brother. Love you.
You too, bro. Love you too, man.